until that 31-week mark hit, it was like bam, headache, 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 headache. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming for you my 31-week pregnancy update. I am actually 32 weeks and 2 days today, but I'm going to be filming for last week, so week 31. I am getting a ton of new subscribers to my channel, so I thought that I would just do a little introduction for those of you who don't know me or who are new to my channel. My name is Mercedes. I am 22 years old. I am married. I got married when I was 18 years old. I got married to my high school sweetheart. I have 4 little boys. I had my first son when I was 17, and I am currently pregnant with our 5th child, our very first baby girl. I'm due in the middle end of February-ish. My husband actually works out of state, so he is not in too many of my vlogs, but he's here, he's around. I'm not a single mom, but I am a stay-at-home mom. So if you're interested in seeing how I handle life alone with 4 toddlers and being pregnant, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit that bell notification in the bottom right-hand corner, I believe, so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And now let's jump right into the video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the baby. I'm going to be talking about my weight, cravings, aversions, symptoms, and things like that. So at 31 weeks, the baby was approximately 16.5 inches and 3.5 pounds. And I used the pregnancy app called Pregnancy Plus, and according to Pregnancy Plus, the baby at 31 weeks was about the size of a broccoli crown. If you use Pregnancy Plus, you know that they always give you a couple really cool facts about the baby each week. So I'm just going to read to you a couple of the facts that I thought were pretty cool. At 31 weeks, the baby was able to use all 5 of its senses, which, I don't know, I thought that was pretty neat. If she were to be born at 31 weeks, she'd be able to see, hear, all that fun stuff. At 31 weeks, she was practicing grabbing, listening to sounds, tasting amniotic fluid. She was also practicing breathing. I don't know if I already said that. Was that the first thing that I said? Who knows? Now let's talk about my weight. So this is my 5th pregnancy. Well, technically my 7th pregnancy, because I have had 2 miscarriages in the past. I actually had a miscarriage at 8 weeks, or was it 9 weeks? I can't quite remember. I also had what was called blighted ovum at 12 weeks, and that's where the sac grows but the baby doesn't. Still considered a miscarriage. So this will be my 5th live baby, and I think this pregnancy is my smallest pregnancy. I have gained the least amount of weight, and I don't know why. I started out the pregnancy at a heavier weight than I ever have before. I was still carrying the baby weight from my previous son. So I started out this pregnancy at 155 pounds. And keep in mind, I am only 5'1", so I'm pretty short. So technically that's considered overweight. But I wasn't too worried about it because it was still baby weight and I was giving myself time to lose it. So I weighed myself the morning of turning 31 weeks, and I was 161 pounds even, which means I have only gained 6 pounds this entire pregnancy, and I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing. I feel like all the weight that I have gained is from the baby, from the placenta, from fluids. I don't feel like I have gained any extra weight than I needed to. Cravings. So I am still craving bacon. I'm still craving coffee. But a new one this week is I'm actually craving a smell. I am craving the smell of Sharpies, and that is the weirdest craving that I think I have ever had, just to crave the smell of something. I don't know, it's really different for me, and it's not the best thing to be craving to smell. obviously I'm not gonna go around smelling Sharpies, but I mean, I crave the smell of Sharpies. Aversions. I haven't had really many food aversions this pregnancy. However, week 31, I was really having aversions to just like fast food or fatty food or fried food. And it's kind of weird to be craving bacon and then having aversions to like fast fatty foods, but that's just what it was. My husband was home with us for the holidays for my 31st week of pregnancy, and he was always wanting to go out to eat, and I was just like, no, I'd rather have a salad. I want something healthy. That just doesn't sound good to me, like fried chicken. And I'm pretty sure the week before, so week 30, I was craving fried foods. So for week 31, I just completely did not want anything to do with fried food or fast food. Symptoms. So this is either going to be a very long list or a very short list. I am going to start with back pain because that was the most noticeable new symptom for me. I have always dealt with back pain, I feel like, since the beginning of pregnancy, but week 31 is when I really started to notice the cramping and just the aching for no reason. I'll just be sitting down relaxing and bam, back pain. But I guess that just comes with pregnancy. Week 31, not only did I notice, but family members noticed that not only were my legs swelling, but my feet were swelling and my face was swollen. We celebrated Christmas early, so we had all the family over, and my father-in-law actually noticed and said out loud that my face looked swollen. And I don't really notice my face swelling, but the fact that somebody else noticed it kind of made me realize, like, wow, your face is swollen, your legs are swollen, your feet are swollen. These are all signs of preeclampsia, gestational diabetes. It is not good. So it has me a little bit worried right now. Just the entire week, I felt so faint and dizzy, like I was gonna pass out. I also felt really dehydrated. No matter how much I drank, I was just feeling like I needed more. And if I didn't have a drink right when I was feeling like I needed a drink, I just felt like I was gonna pass out, like I was gonna faint. And I remember being out with my husband Christmas shopping. We were gone for maybe 30 minutes and I was in tears. I was bawling just because I felt like I was gonna pass out and I didn't know why. And honestly, at this point, I'm just so tired of feeling sick. I don't feel sick like contagious sick. I feel sick like weak, tired, faint, dehydrated. I don't know. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I'm tired of not having answers. I also noticed that I became a lot more emotional, as in the littlest things, the littlest thought of something sad would just make me start crying. And I was trying really hard to be in the holiday spirit for my husband, for my kids, for my family, but it was just really hard when all I wanted to do was cry over everything. I would cry at the snap of a finger, just emotional. A good symptom, I don't even know if you could call this a symptom, but week 31, I started feeling the strongest kicks I have ever felt from this little girl, and it made me so happy because I have an anterior placenta, something I have never experienced before in any of my previous pregnancies. So I didn't feel her kicks until almost 30 weeks. And at 31 weeks, I was feeling full on karate kicks, nudges, elbows, heads. I feel it all, every movement. Also, let me tell you, this little girl likes to be awake at the most inconvenient times for me. Anytime I lay down to go to bed, or I sit down to relax, or I'm trying to do something very, very important, she just is so active. She's like a little ninja ballerina in there. I've also been having night sweats. I will be really hot one minute, really cold the next, and during the day, if I'm doing anything where I have to move around too much, like clean or, things like that, I just will be very, very hot and sweaty. And somebody actually told me that overly sweating actually has to do with being anemic, which I am anemic, and I actually never knew that. So that is something very interesting that I learned at 31 weeks. I have had a ton of headaches, and it felt like just in that 1 week span of 31 weeks, I have had more headaches than I have had throughout the entire pregnancy. And with my boys, I always had headaches all the time, it felt like. And with our baby girl, I never really have had headaches until that 31 week mark hit. It was like, bam, headache, 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 headache. And I feel like there's nothing worse than having a headache and then in your ear having 4 little toddlers screaming at you all day. So it was just like headache and then migraine and then, oh, I want to go to bed. 31 weeks, I really started having round ligament pain. And if you don't know what that is, it's like tightening, like lightning bolts of pain in your lower abdomen or your stomach. Not like a contraction, it just feels like really strange and tight, and it is really uncomfortable. I also get these weird things, like I don't even know what to call them, but my foot, like I will go to stretch and the arch of my foot will just get like stuck, and I don't know what to call it, but it has started to happen to my calves too. Like I'll be stretching, and I swear to you, every time I stretch my legs, it's either the arch of my foot or my calf just gets stuck stiff. Like I literally will have to sit and massage the area until the pain goes away. And it is like the most annoying thing I have ever experienced, ever. I have had no appetite. That's nothing new. I feel like I haven't had an appetite this entire pregnancy, so I'm not even going to elaborate it. 31 weeks, I really started nesting. I want to get the nursery done. I want to get the house clean. I want to get her stuff put away. However, I am so unprepared for this baby, you guys. It is crazy unreal. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to wait all the way up until my baby shower to start buying things for her, because prior to my baby shower, which was a few weeks ago, maybe a week ago, I can't remember, all I have bought for her is clothes, you guys. And babies need so much more than clothes. So now I'm just going to be running around like a chicken with its head cut off, preparing for the baby, because I've been so busy with birthdays and holidays and moving. I don't know, I've kind of put it on the back burner. I kind of put it on the back burner. I kind of put it on the back burner, and now I have so much to do in so little time. I don't know why, but I have this intuition that she is going to be born early. I've just been having so many problems with my health, my body, and this is my 5th baby, so I feel like she's gonna come early, which gives me even less time. I have so much to do, you guys. The last symptom I have is no sex drive at all. I'm sorry if you're family and you're watching this, but that's part of pregnancy. You have no sex drive. And I mention this because I seen a comment on Facebook or something, somebody talking about they have no sex drive during pregnancy and it's driving them nuts, driving their partner nuts, etc., etc. I've experienced this so many times. I believe my 2nd pregnancy, my husband and I didn't have sex not one time during the whole pregnancy, which I'm sorry, honey, but what can I say? This pregnancy, my husband is gone. He's been gone basically the entire pregnancy. So when he was home last week, I had no sex drive, and I felt so bad because he was only home for 10 days, and I just wanted nothing to do with it. And I feel so bad for him, and I know it can probably make him feel like a little bit unloved, a little bit not cared for, like I don't want to pay attention to him, but really it's just the hormones. It's normal. I feel like it's normal. I mean, it is normal. What am I even saying? I feel like I'm just babbling at this point. Anyways, I'm sorry, honey, and for anybody experiencing no sex drive during pregnancy, it's normal. Okay, I've gone through it. I'm sure every pregnant person has gone through it. I don't want to make this video too long, but I did ask you guys for questions regarding my pregnancy on my Facebook and my Instagram, and I'm going to go ahead and answer those for you now. Somebody asked me, how different is this pregnancy from the pregnancies with my boys? And I'm gonna tell you right now, this pregnancy, the entire pregnancy, I have been sick. I feel like not contagious sick, like I've said before, just drained and sick and tired. And my other pregnancies, I was never like that. This pregnancy, I just feel so dang sick. My symptoms are completely different. My skin is awful. My weight gain is completely different. I barely gained any weight. And with my other pregnancies, I gained at least 15 pounds each with them. So those are just a couple of differences, but the difference between a pregnancy with a boy versus a girl are two completely different pregnancies. Somebody asked me if I had any name ideas for the baby, and I actually did a name reveal, and I will have that video linked below. I was asked, how do I think it will be having 5 kids and being alone, since my husband works out of state? And honestly, I'm very, very terrified. My hardest transition so far has been going from 1 child to 2, and every transition after that, from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, has been so smooth and so easy for me. And I don't know why, but I feel like going from 4 to 5 and being on my own most of the time, it just scares the living crap out of me. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like, I just get anxiety thinking about it. I'm hoping that by the time the baby comes, my husband will be able to move back home and find work home, so it'll be a little bit easier on me. Am I getting my tubes tied, or is my husband getting a vasectomy? So this is not set in stone. It has only been talked about, but this is our last child. No more children after that. We are done. I think 5 is a good number, especially since I'm only 22. But right now the plan is for my husband to get a vasectomy, even though he is so scared, you little chicken, to get a vasectomy. I feel like I've had 5 children. It's his turn. It's his turn to experience a little bit of pain. So right now the plan is for him to get a vasectomy, and that's that. What is my favorite part about being pregnant? I feel like my favorite part about being pregnant is just my body. I don't know why, but I love my body when I'm pregnant. When I'm not pregnant, I just feel and not attractive. But when I'm pregnant, doesn't matter how large I get, I feel beautiful. And that's just been my favorite part. This next question is kind of a 3-part question. I was asked, when will Brett be home next? Will he be home before the baby's born or after the baby's born? And the goal is to have him home before the baby. So my due date is February 18th. He was gonna come home the 15th of February, but I feel like that's cutting it a little bit too close. So I think he's gonna be home more around February 10th. I was also asked, how long will he be home after the baby's born? And right now the plan is for a month, but it all depends on how much money we have got saved, because he is our only source of income. It also depends on if his job will allow him that much time. So the plan is a month, but it could be no less than 2 weeks. So at least 2 weeks he'll be home. Am I getting newborn pictures done? So I've always wanted to have newborn pictures done with all of my children. I never was able to do it with my boys because obviously we were teenagers. We were still so young. I mean, I'm still so young, but we didn't really have our life together and figured out. We were living paycheck to paycheck. We were struggling. We just didn't have the money to be able to do newborn pictures. But now our life is going so much better, and I'm really, really hoping that when he comes home and when the baby's born, that we will be in a financial state that we can, because I would love, love, love to have newborn pictures of our little girl. And I'm sure all I have to do is ask my husband, and he'll make it happen because he's so excited for his daughter. She's already his little princess. He already talks about how spoiled she's going to be. So I'm really hoping so. Which one of the boys will be more protective of his baby sister? And this is a hard question. I feel like Ryder, even though he's only 2 years old, he is going to be the most protective. He is right now the most concerned with my belly. He knows there's a baby in there. He always lifts up my shirt. He's trying to see if he can see the baby yet. I feel like he's gonna be the most protective. So the boys are just now waking up from their nap. So if you hear crying in the background, that's what you hear. I'm gonna have to hurry up and end this video. Thank goodness I am on the last question. I was asked, is it stressful not having my husband home, having 5 kids? Yes, it's very stressful. I don't know if you watch my vlogs, but I feel like I'm always stressed. People always tell me, take a break, lay down, put your legs up. I can't. I have 4 toddlers, I cannot do that. So there's the answer to that question. Now, time for my bumpy bump date. Okay guys, that's all for today's pregnancy update, and this is probably the last pregnancy update that I will have up before the new year. My last pregnancy update of 2018. 2019, you can expect tons and tons of baby preparation videos, what's in my hospital bag, what's in my diaper bag, more baby girl hauls. Ooh, there's a hair in my mouth. Nursery tours, because I still have a nursery to do. Nesting, all kinds of fun stuff. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!